I'm going to be mostly staring at. I'll try to glance toward those other ones, but this is... yeah.
You'll report in. You're a side lane.
I'll report in, yeah.
I guess mid lane report.
It's true. Looking at top, JT, you see how well he's doing compared to that Dark. So that's going to be the big differential, how much the gold gap between these two winners.
And particularly if PYW can get off to a hot start. We've seen a couple of these games where Snapfire can get a quick level 6, sometimes even before that 10-minute mark. It can change the rest of the dynamic of the match.
Absolutely, and we mentioned in the beginning, it's this game will eventually come down to some massive team fights versus team. This is not an easy game for Red Panda. He's got range to deal with, and he's also got the snap. Agate, essentially, in most team fights, will probably die from that little shredder or just steal both. In that fight, at that front, I give XG a pretty good advantage in the fight. It's all reliant on Darks here.
Well, and this is what the panel was sort of talking about. The Xtreme, very strong in their lanes. They're head across all three of them, but it's that team fight later and sort of the later side of the draft that they're mentioning is going to be the stronger point for Aster Aries when they get together.
It's always going to be the king. You're king of team fight. We've always said it. If you don't have a good start, maybe yeah. I'm still
White album.
White album.
Couple more pushes. DY, my boy, coming in for a few more hits. He needs 2 to get it, and the creep wave in position. Pony's too fast. I mean, having to run back to lane sucks.
It's brutal. Look at the last hits already. Double checking runes. They're having a phenomenal start here on XG. It's reminiscent of what we saw from LGD yesterday. Double checking the runes constantly, having this like stable single hero that can stay in the lane.
I want to know where DY took that creep wave from. Did he pull it hopefully from bottom? I don't think so. But it looks like he was again doing some money pulls.
He was extending behind tower when he went to the dive, and then just held away for a few seconds so they could get a couple extra hits on tower a little bit.
And I think that it'll send the whole creep wave dive to the tower instead of White Album gaining a whole extra level ahead.
That is brutal.
Yeah, dude. It's a problem. It's hard to deal with. All of the pressure coming out, even getting double here. Last is JT. That this Ursa
has to go for rating health on this. There's just so much spam between the two of them. The rush arcane boost from JT. Not only does he have the move to be able to distance himself between the two constantly, he's putting that Snapfire with mana all the time. Jump forward from BYW.
W's crazy. This guy is gonna die. The chase is there. They do the first push. Finally, Red Panda goes down. Off the PYW.
Is under attack.
Value. That is going to be a pretty massive Magnus rushing the mech. That is going to be very. You'll probably see the same thing coming out from the Darks here, and he might actually get it at a similar time. Maybe not that.
They're just taking that one action along. Cutting wave. So things evening out as TK and DY move around and start messing mid.
Have to start flash. Otherwise it's going to get pretty ugly pretty fast. Watson?
Good toss away, and that's a rune up top. Haste for the Lesh.
Advantages there. You see Paparazzi's nearly full level advantage over him, and massive advantage too.
And I guess that's just what he's got set. Good force of JT back to base though, so things a little bit better in the sidelines, even though White Out
he's got the taser though. This is going to help so much. There's to go away now. He dies unless he makes an overextend. Hey. Die. So,
that's coming. Man.
Expecting 5 maybe. Side album does have the haste and if DY's playing mid.
Don't need anybody down bottom to life stealer.
No. Dark's here, he top now. All said and done of all these swaps and
here has himself underneath ward. And you didn't wave. Likewise though, you can see the light do the same thing on that. That's for both of you.
Starting to get some stacks. Red Panda getting a stack ready for Ulu.
Good to move back into. He is going in most likely for that battle fear, having already got the Ring of Health down. I guess he could go like Vanguard or something. That's gonna be a battle.
He definitely, I mean, I imagine he does just because of that, but yeah, we'll see if he does switch it up a little bit. So they're probably gonna have to to take these stacks instead of the Ursa, because otherwise QIW back out.
They're already there. Have to be careful, but also back towards mid, they find themselves a tasty Shadow Keep. Everybody keeps taking. Oh, the tree armor, it keeps him alive. The wall comes out too late. Now they just have to TP out of here. Wild still wants to go in and get Cookie. I mean, maybe they throw an Iron Shell onto him too, so it's a little bit of damage. Oh, they didn't get it off in time. So yeah, he has to back away. 4 heroes mid to save that SF.
They were so ready. They were ready for that play a minute ago. DY was chilling there, just waiting, and you see that heal. The Leech Seed comes in, the armor comes in, even the life Infest comes in to try to save too. Every little thing coming in, just covering Paparazzi. They know how good of a game he's having over the Lush right now.
Dude, it's nuts. Like, he was so close to going down, but in the end, it just didn't end up happening. Well, not the end of the world, I guess. I mean, it's pretty rough.
It's pretty brutal.
It's pretty rough.
Heavy committed rotation, and the Lesh still not able to recover with that. Xtreme too does get away, of course, but let's talk to him.
Yeah, they have to walk out to lanes now. Blue tries out of here. Oh, you wanted to go in.
JT's just like, I have the freest farm ever right now. That tech is done, on way to the blink, way ahead of the Darkseer signing.
Right, and that's the other thing that's scary. You either with this Life Stealer. I mean, a Blink RP and then a fast bomb to move it. It's tough for them to come online and deal with this pressure.
This early game is going to definitely be problematic. With the Lash having a rough start, Darkseer being a bit slowed down, and Phoenix, who's kind of big team fight, besides that, having these natural counters in the game, early fights now are going to be really hard to take around those towers versus that early Mac can go. Xtreme does want to go for tower push. See how Aries does respond.
This is really Xtreme coming in. They were one of the teams that people had a lot of questions about. It seems like we're really prepping a lot along with these couple of changes to try and, redeem themselves at last chance qualifiers at TI, and they're already looking very good.
Ooh, he baits.
That was good.
They're going to maybe even commit for it here.
Yeah, it's careful.
Dire's bottom
60 seconds
without
Rage up, and JT, he's moving right in, looking for him. JT, he's flirting with greatness here.
He knows he's unkillable with this mech. He can play super aggressive. Album. A bit far for Ruin.
Get there from the Tiny to get trouble.
Look at the race to the Ruin.
Get him.
Get stunned.
And will take away the invis. Does mean that they get the kill on the bottle refill. He'll take that though.
I think they can actually shove him right now. If the siege wave coming in, it's going to be really difficult unless they bring... they have to bring numbers on Aries if they won't defend this tower, so it might actually just go down this push.
Yep.
Level 6.
Really scary timing. Again, because you've got this Battle Fury Ursa that they're queuing into. Gotta imagine that, it's hard for them to fight, bring numbers out of Aries.
You get to at least slow it down there with the glyph. They seem like a little bit respectful here of the rotations, and yeah, they're bringing the numbers. So 4 heroes have to be brought to secure this tower. Siege is still alive.
For it.
The cookie hits.
There it is. Immediately out. White Album in trouble. Where's the mech? Nowhere to be found, but they get the heal from the stun ray. White Album still dropping very low. TK almost dead, does die. And they keep that siege creep alive that entire time.
My God.
Towers falling.
That was beautiful play from UIW. You mentioned it, right? That early level 6. I mean, not as early, but still. This Lash having that hard start. He is so squishy. There is a significant amount of burst damage that we do have to talk about too, right? Actually, 3 or 4 other heroes who have just a hard 300 damage nuke. And first, rough start. Yeah, how's HP? Get brought down. So onto the next tower. They're gonna just make their way up top. Paparazzi gonna stop jump first, but so far it's looking pretty perfect from SJ. Ghost
5-1.
And Ghost is just having the time of his life bottom. He just free to TP, and he's holding this tower almost at full.
Just finished the armor. They threw a wall on top of him and was trying to get a little bit of action going earlier, but wasn't able to do anything, obviously. It's so difficult to make a kill happen on the left still unless you have the Ursa.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Right now.
It kind of does feel like the battle frame be playing to Xtreme's hands, right? Because now the early game is going to be so hard, and now Lesh had a bit of a hard time. The Darkseer always has a hard time early game. Maybe the one who you want to be like, okay, pull it on me, I'll put you guys back in the game, but Chris is like, wait, no, I just need time. I need to farm battle. It's going to be tough work for the supports on air.
They need that perfect fight.
Yeah.
You can see maxing out that vacuum after taking points in Iron Shell. Nothing really in that surge.
Dire's structures
Still
are
not gonna be easy
fortified.
by any stretch of imagination.
Dire's top
Ghost
tower is under
is
attack.
going to head on out of there, or does he stick around? They might decide to defend this, to be honest.
Got all it's available.
I mean,
Here it comes.
moving on in. 3 points right now in White Album. But DY nearby having Overgrowth Red. This could be death. There, he's going to run in first. Goes, the surge is out. Hansa starts beating away. And drop the egg down. The Overgrowth comes after the kill. This is a huge win. Chase eats piece into this. Maybe Chase with the vacuum pullback, the fight all the way she wanted, but they might be able to get a second round. And yeah, he's moving there, but the mech not enough to keep him alive. Paparazzi made the move on in with TK nearby. A couple more punches from these illusions, and it looked like TK could go down. But White Up, can he put cleanup? Stun misses on the both of them. Shoves back in the race. A couple more hits. White Up almost gonna die, but barely stayed alive. He dies from him. He dies to the Death Requiem. But with 3 dead GT, I mean, cheating back from the life stealer, that fight's been going on so long. Just get out. Wait, jump, Link, in fast, able to find Red Panda, runs A, and the chase down to kill the bird will die. I think they can get out on Darkseer. Well, although DY turn out too, tries to TP out, and he will be able to escape.
Minute and a half long fight. It almost feels like the die. I can't believe they even get the life sealer at the go of it. But cleanup, Xtreme does come in and get significant damage. And the tower lives. It's gonna get living armored. It feels like maybe they need to go down bottom again with Flash, but actually TP mid, so tower's gonna get full heal.
See this gameplay here, how close it came. Him not being able to get out of there, just this burn from double Iron Shell in the sun.
He didn't get the. I guess the avalanche he just clipped by it. He didn't expect it to come in that angle. He didn't see him coming in.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit slow on the fingers, but his team does make it.
With the map, that sort of stacking damage on the raises was a bit too much.
I think it was even the Greaves finished up right at the end there too. So I think that's actually what made it, like, the Flash dropped so low. Paparazzi hit him. He would have killed him if the Greaves weren't there at that moment.
See an early pickup that really saved the day for him. The combination of those two together was huge.
Yeah. JT's like, nice. Last man standing. Thanks for the XP, boys.
But Panda, get out of there.
Dire's
Battle
middle
Fury
tower
done.
is under attack.
The heal on this tower is not happening that quickly.
No,
they
they're
could
back.
maybe come down and finish it off.
Yeah, they make it quick.
Over here. DY trying to escape, but to no avail.
Radiant's
No,
bottom
the
tower
tower's
is
not being
under
hit. He
attack.
pulled them off the tower for maybe long enough for. I think it did. I actually saved the tower with that.
Oh, and jumps in, finds one. That's not a great target to get as the wall down. A little bit off the mark, and he backing back into it. CK wants to target. They have Supernova back up again if they want to use it.
They've got 5 down here.
Avalanche toss. Paparazzi behind the tree. Open the avalanche. It hits on all of them. And the Supernova now backing back. Stun on a boat. They're all going to die. Aries to wipe the floor with.
King of Team Darkseer, that's why he's maxing it. All focus trying to hit the egg gives him a big opportunity. Couldn't ask for that.
This is not the last couple games that we watched, by the way. This is 10
Radiant's
and
middle
16
tower
minutes,
is
and it
under
is a
attack.
slugfest.
And the best thing too, right? It's a Battle Fury Ursa who's showing up to every single one of these fights too. Perfect stunt coming in. Tiny gets the connect. And then, yeah. Look at that. Thank you. Cannon.
Get on that stun.
And even use RP too, right? So they actually put the lash in. So he's actually doing damage and everything.
16 and a half minutes, and I mean, I'm curious if we're going to see Matt go to finish up the Greaves, because he's actually going back for 4 staff right now, but really close to finishing it if he wanted to.
So he wants more ways to reset and get out of it. That's a big problem there. Able to get that type of fight with Xtreme having a 4K gold lead at that point, completely things.
Right.
They know that ultimately is on cooldown. Successful.
And we're talking about the power of this draft all together. Everything working together in concert. This pipe soon could be the difference maker. They won't find anybody as they pipe, but leaving that ward behind, it's time to head into Roche.
Almost all the ults up. Darkseer very limited. Okay, never mind. He has 3 Mangos. He's pretty limited on mana still anyway, but
yeah, this is always the danger thing. You don't want to pop freeze for this.
Toss.
Pulling back in. JT down low and dead. On the high ground, they still see DY and Ghost. That's huge.
TK's being a menace. Even before he had Blink Dagger, he's been getting these beautiful combination plays on the dream target. And another one.
Oh, the talk back. They didn't know about it. There's the beat. Has to run away. Drop the ulti down. TK trying to survive, gets sniped. Blue picks up the Aegis, but everybody's still alive for Aries, and now DY, he's in too far. That was a dangerous supernova that's going to end up costing him. And they also managed to kill off the Tiny. Death Requiem, or rather Requiem one time to push everybody away, but still Aegis on Earth.
Toss back plays constantly. A little bit of an over-aggressive.
Radiant's middle tower
and then
is under
kind
attack.
of just zones them away so they can finish it all off. So, right? Got a game on our hands. 12-12, dead even net worth. Most exciting thing I think we've had for the last couple of days, especially.
Yeah.
Most of these games have been a little bit, even with Battle Fury, we're having constant pressure. Great.
Look at that. Right now, Dota Plus very much favored Aries. It's the power of this early, and of course, that team fight. If we can get this BKB done for, that would be huge for them.
It's a good game for there, so he was sitting on a panel. That's why he kept falling for it at the end. Versus the last two, the matchup versus the Roots. Eventually, the demise versus the it's a really good game for the Aries.
How about this back? He will still be. He doesn't stand a chance.
Okay. Again, the menace.
And solid vision that's been laid down beforehand, too.
Yeah.
Getting that ward on a couple of different
Radiant's middle
situations that
tower
have
is
gotten
under
the kills
attack.
that they needed. That's Red Alpha moves it towards mid. Eyeball to take down this tower.
Radiant's
Suddenly,
middle tower
we're
has
even on
fallen.
objectives, with maybe more into the favor of Aries. Roche.
Xtreme is now going to be playing back. He's not looking to make any aggressive play, just looking to that farming style, which feels like Aries is going to be able to take advantage of. They're super aggressive all game.
Radiant's bottom tower
When I get
is under attack.
Why here? And White Alpha moved in. They're going to clean him up too.
Your desolation and the world.
Catch Tiny, you're dead.
Yeah, they don't have the similar ease of being able to just go for these kills on Xtreme. They have to commit big spell if they're going to go for something. It's going to be like a Magnus RP for the most, unless he gets like a really. For the Tiny, DK, he's been every single one the one to set it up. 12 assists, 14 kills.
Radiant's courier has been
wait,
killed.
Oh,
I
Dire's
thought
top tower is
you were
under
saying
attack.
that Tiny had 12 assists, 14 kills. I was
No,
like,
no.
I don't think that's right.
he's part of almost everything.
Yeah, he is. He's having a heck of a game. So you're saying now that at this point, if you're Xtreme, you need to kind of dodge away from the fights.
Yeah.
What is the sort of the timing that they're going to be waiting for, looking for, to hope to turn things around? Because I'm not. It feels like it has to be at least one more item.
And they just have nullifier now for last year, so it's a big commitment to goal. Maybe with that, he's gonna feel like he can actually.
Okay.
He's getting these to attack to catch
Radiant's
Flash.
middle tower
All
is
this
under
iron cell
attack.
/ surge. Maybe they could look to fight back, but yeah, it's not easy when they're just getting ran at by this nurses.
It's super interesting to see a nullifier this early on, but it's going to be gone for a while since the courier is dead.
Yep.
For another minute and a half.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, I guess
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Doing
Radiant
everything.
are
he really
scared.
is.
Speaking of which, dude, he blinked on top of him. You can't get him there, but you where he was.
That really is so painful to lose that. You're making it, you're spending all your gold in Glacier.
Dude, you cast Eagles, cast deep, then the room overwhelmed. White Album down low, tries to get him away. Do they have anything to escape? No. Ghost, he's going in far. Can Lulu chase him down?
Gives
The
him an
search
interest.
is there. He's in trouble. Paparazzi and EIW can't get away from him. Chase for any more. Toss on to 3. Supernova ready. On the high ground. They turn now. Oh, he tries to kill it up and then bring it out. He gets the kill. Who wants to run? Get out of here. So, a little bit of a strange fight from Aster Aries.
Being pretty far with the lash. Gets gone on from last, so full to 0 from him. Pre-nullifier. He had it. Still dead. 30. They can fight back, especially if those commitments have if the lash is out of.
It reminds me of, you know those like inflatable men that like lap around all over the place?
Yep.
This looks like 2 of them together that are next to each other, just like smacking into them over and over again. It's absolutely awful.
Exactly. So I thought the game might be a little bit more slow paced to it. him going Battle Fury and having just these team fight cooldowns constantly, but nope, not the case whatsoever. Battle time. But the big Aries is they're still the ones constantly being the aggressors. These wards, like you were mentioning earlier, they're not really getting de-warded. They have great vision coverage for most of this game, so they're able to read and play for Xtreme.
Gone in, dropped down the ward, and they're going to take it away. W getting close to the scepter. Really?
Got a hood.
Dire are scanning.
I guess if you look at the damage, there's so much magic damage on it.
I thought he would, when I saw him get it, I thought he'd go for the fight, right? Because then it actually benefits everyone else besides just you, but looks
Doing a good job of making sure he stays on target for that.
yes. A lot of coverage though. They have a ledge with that lash. That make it a bit of a problem.
Also, will be too old pretty soon here on. Helps him.
Be large. They're finally getting his nullifier delivered.
And I'm curious to see sort of like the second game from our first series. The Shadow Fiend just goes the mass right-click build, already going into the data list.
I think absolutely that'd be the one. Kind of has to deal with Ursa. Lifestealer has that, counter matchup.
Also, having the Hurricane Pike already done for Paparazzi is a nice little thing. So here, there's one. Now, if they take this rune, it's going to be spotted underneath a ward, and they scan. They immediately know where they are. Look, they're calling exactly what's going to happen. Oh wait, no, that's where he wants to go.
All running around together. He's still loaded a phone. I shipped him the which, as you mentioned, you will have massive value to it. Okay, let's see.
Paparazzi's invis. They don't know about him. Bought him. And they try to go. Red Panda, White Album, do they walk into it? They don't have any wards in the area, and Paparazzi's still sitting with this invis rune. This could be the difference here, but you see Aries recognize something weird going on, they all back away.
They definitely knew that there was tons of vision in that area, so set away. Let's check with I think they're trying to Sun to cancel the blink.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What have we
Yeah.
here?
Another instance. It's going in for a fight, it's not working out, and then the next 30 seconds it's Roche.
That's probably why they backed
Radiant's
around.
top tower
Probably
is
like, if we
under
lose a
attack.
fight, we're going to lose shit on line. But it depends on getting not allowing issues. If Xtreme get the rush in this game, it's going to be
So we were talking earlier about this dynamic of Lifestealer versus him not being able to do much. So you think it really is going to be incumbent on just like SF to be the one to deal with Ursa?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Red Panda
Dire's
actually breaks
middle tower is under
Has
attack.
the dive to get away.
great positioning right there between the.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I was going to say the thing that's nice about it is that even though it's sort of going to have the SF doing it, Lifestealer's still very hard.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Oh, looks for more. The connection, but Paparazzi, he turns. He catches onto one. Now Ulu tries to run him down, but able to Hurricane Pike away. So giant ulti's used 1 for 1.
What? How? How did they all get out? Okay, PYW.
Yeah, they get at least another one.
Holy.
There wasn't that follow-up stuff that happened because the avalanche had already been used.
That was that a 4 or 5-man vacuum? I mean, it
Yeah.
hit like absolutely everybody. Good batter there from Aries.
That's part of the nice thing about being able to hit that level 15 right then too. The extra AoE on the talent.
And I think he got blinked before the fight too, so his positioning makes it easy for him to just blink and then vacuum combo. So only he died.
Pull back onto one. The nullifier. You're not going anywhere, buddy.
Oh,
that is
man.
a good pickup. But the DT Paparazzi kills them all. Now they are a bit unlucky on Xtreme. A minute 40 into Roche.
Yeah, but I would say like this could have been almost a game, like kind of like a game decider for the next 10 minutes if that Roche does spawn, but playing a little too over aggressive there. And Ghost, he's very scary still. We are mentioning the counter matchup and all that, but holy hell, he's gonna
be really tough. And I mean, you have to be able to enrage, right? Like,
yes.
If you don't get the enrage off Lifestealer, keep him up. particularly with this power on.
They did not go for the Yule Scepter, though, on PYW, so the range will not, like, you know, like, it may be easy. But eventually, those Yules will come and make the Earth game a lot more difficult.
Radiant's
So you can see
bottom
the game
tower
is
is
really
under attack.
They can cut out the enrage. You see that kind of what they're going for. New force steps. They've freed them. Kind of the specialty for China, as we see.
Dire's top tower
Very
is
annoying to
under
deal with.
attack.
Of course, the big stall of that is if you can find big vacuum combo with the flash trap stun with avalanche on top of it. If any of those things hit together in concert, it's just going to be devastating.
Sorry, they got
Yeah, it's pretty.
a lot of kiting.
That's annoying as heck.
Yeah, that's when they're just gonna maybe have to rely on Surge, and if he gets nullified, right, he's not gonna have it. So it's a lot of just push and pull in the fights.
Watch out now. DY moves on in. He's the one that's counted there. They get vision down, which spots Red Panda Ghost. Moving forward, he starts opening up on these creeps, and now Aries, do they want to jump? Doesn't look like it.
Xtreme has a great approach, which is about to spawn. Aries is going for the high ground flank.
They're going to get
Dire's
some.
middle tower
I mean,
is
they're
under
playing around
attack.
both of them around their vision.
Yeah, both just trying to want to play high. Don't mind if they're devastating.
This is always so funny when it's
I
like,
like
all
this.
right, Dire on Radiant, Radiant on Dire. It's fine. Straight for a second. We'll catch the creep bit.
Or alive too.
I think this has got to be one of the most common positions.
Yeah.
Oh, get that cleared.
It used to be. Oh my god, that is that's a hefty.
Don't do it. Get taking the long.
Radiant are scanning.
Again,
Ready.
they have far reach now. GT, he has lens and headband.
Panda getting vision with Snapfire ulti. It's not good enough. Oh, TK, he can catch the toss back. Mid-skewer. The vacuum the ball back on the two. The stun to interrupt. They tear him down. A couple more dead with Mag out of there. Ulu is free to go ham. He wants to chase him down. Catch a couple now. Ghost turned onto. He's going to get punched. He's going to get pummeled. But will he enough damage? Yes. Ghost is dead. Paparazzi's not alone. PYW, he's fallen. Aries just absolutely unloaded on XG.
Paparazzi, did you get away?
Yeah, it looks like he's getting out of
he hit
there. Paparazzi tries to run this Shadow Blade back in for the second, but no. They'll find him. Find him for nothing, and White Album picks up the ultra kill as Roach is up.
Honestly, the vacuums are incredibly impressive so far. This performance is unreal. Honestly, he's doing everything. Right? He's just stops the Snapfire. It kind of messes with it. Looks like the entire concept of how Xtreme wanted to fight. Gets another toss, gets the toss on the Magnus while skewering. I mean,
I've never seen that before.
Look how quick! Look,
Never seen that before, ever.
that's just amazing. And I mean, this vacuum was so incredibly fancy, but it starts out because the time gets stepping disrupted twice. So, huge credit to him. 21 assists, 24 kills on their team. Again, everything.
And I'll say, it speaks to sort of volatile nature of this match, which is that, okay, right now we're looking at, he's feeling himself. The baseline, the 4K Goldblum, easily could have turned different if the RP hits. If they're the ones that pull them in with the empowered lifestealer, like, no lead is safe in this game.
It's just, it's feeling awkward for XG because they don't want to commit, right? It's like, you can see JT hesitating so much because he doesn't want to just link RP 1 hero or anything that he wants to get more cash. While TK, he's just like, I'm tossing whatever I see in the fight.
Right, exactly. And that's the dynamic of the Magnus versus the Tiny as far as like the little commitment. But Mag's also your big commit.
Exactly. So, up for them to get initiation with hard committing, and then it's you don't have. White Album now also having Shiva's finished and Yules. He's also massive, hits 20, more damage.
This is exactly the Dota that I was hoping we'd get to eat right here. This has been a heck of a fun game. Ready to run it down this bottom lane. You have the tree that's cutting waves. It's going to be annoying, but they've got a catapult there, if I'm not mistaken.
Is under attack.
Already at the tower, and are going to be able to get damage in.
Radiant
Do they want to go for any more afterwards?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's kind of been their. So just look in a battle. I think
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They still have that warp down in the area, so they do see paparazzi in Sentry also. They're pretty where he's right now.
Radiant's bottom
Wait,
tower has fallen.
You can find him.
Dire's
Paparazzi, he
top
knows
tower
right where he
under
is.
attack.
Out of vision. To Gamma, talk back. Thank you very much. He's like the kill though.
Oh, RP pulls him back. He's there. Oh, yes, indeed.
Oh, ain't no lead safe in this game. As Red Panda jump 4 go back the other way.
There we go, JT. He's waiting for that whole game. Holy crap. Perfect. Gets his 3 Requiem follow. Catches the Phoenix mid dive too. We prefaced this at the start and the anticipation of big ultis, and we're getting delivered.
Okay. And
Dire's
again,
middle
this is
tower
great
is
play,
under
right?
attack.
It's like, oh, we're gonna get him. It's gonna be so
Dire's
good. And JT's
structures
like,
are
no.
fortified.
Look at this precision. Boom. They didn't see him. He had to, look how far to go back to, as we mentioned. The lens, the headband. Or
Dire's
finally,
middle tower
he's in.
has fallen.
back the other way.
Radiant's top
Look at him,
tower
look at him.
is
He's
under
like,
attack.
yes!
That's so sick, dude. He's so happy.
Dire's middle tower
I mean,
is
all
under
game he's
attack.
been like trying to get some type of initiation. That has to just feel absolutely amazing.
All right, 33 minutes in. High ground, being hit.
Dire's
And
middle
Aries
tower has fallen.
still have this Aegis for another minute and a half.
They just got shooken up though.
Oh, yeah.
Now, also, they get this big push going. They get their waves out, and now GT he's going to be back up in about 35 seconds. And he might even have his BKB finished, so he can actually go for these initiations much easier.
It'll be interesting to watch how it goes. Another item that's coming out in a little bit here. I mean, for a while for the Phoenix, but both of them are going short stand. JT gets caught. White Owl picks up one, takes down the other. PYW hoping to escape, but will he manage to? No. Long range vacuum. Just like that, game turns around.
He got the BKB just right before he died, so he ended up losing 8 gold. And so it's going to be 55 seconds though. Let's
Radiant's
see what
middle
Aries is able to do
tower
with
is
that.
under attack.
They have the age exactly for the same amount of time. It looks like that the mag is going to
Dangerous. See how far they want to push it. If they want to try and test high ground here.
like much you just mentioned, back to the Hex
Radiant's
thing.
middle
I
tower
come
is
over
under
seeing
attack.
teams
Radiant's
going back to
middle
picking this
tower
item up.
has fallen.
It's one of the best, if not the best item in Dota for me.
Radiant's
Saw it riddled in the last
structures
series.
are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
He
fortified.
left on the clock.
Radiant's
and
middle
used.
tower is under
It
attack.
looks like it's going to be one tier 1 or tier 3 tower taken here. I think that they finish it, but they want to stick around for any more after. It's a pretty hard thing to do.
It's so scary. So yeah, he just catches that last time. The top. Big armor.
Radiant's middle
It's,
tower
that's
has fallen.
Alright. You're going back in.
oh my! I mean, right?
Psycho.
He just
Mine.
so, I mean, I think most of this game is going to be 5 people together now.
Yeah.
So it's fewer each talent, 20 hit.
But yeah, that's it's a big range.
That is, yeah.
Radiant
They will go back to tier 4.
You have to get to him, I guess.
Scanning.
That's the other problem.
You can, yeah, so far away. There, patient.
Thinking about going. They will this right now. If you get a big pickoff, you know that PK will have buyback. There's looking around waiting for somebody to show. PYW heads on out. Drake immediately gets in trouble. You will have to lift up. And someone's there. There's a big vacuum.
He catches onto him. Requiem Soul's out on the boat. Not a chance in the world.
Oh, JT. He's like, all right, okay. Wow.
Dude.
All game, right? He waited like 30 to find his opportunity, and he finds the big ones that are.
Again, the draft was good. They have more chances, Aster Aries, to set these things up. Xtreme are very good at Dota. These guys know how to wait. The patience was there.
It heads up really the snap too, right? Walking up in a very dangerous situation, getting vision down, which allows JT to move.
Radiant's
So
top tower
vision,
is
as we
under
always say,
attack.
it's ends up being one of the most important
Dire's
things.
middle
That
barracks
word
are under
lets him see those back heroes all the way on the far right side, so he can get that.
Right.
Dire's middle barracks.
You think also about like the sort of killer instinct to go for it, because you know, imagine if Aries was the one to have that, maybe you have a jump it from Darkseer, vacuum wall onto 4 or 5.
Yep.
It easily could have gone either way.
I mean, both teams gonna have a similar don't stick together. Like, be careful how close you stand to each other versus XRP. You know, in these last 10 minutes, started to really get their dominance here. Big items. We had panic right before on the SF. Got a whole nother item from.
Fengxi is going to have to really makes those plays on that Darkseer. Translated name, life and death, and that's how these team fights have gone. Very much one way or the other, no middle ground.
I think they just need a little bit, you know, we're talking about they did have the control with the Matthew Lash and everything. Now it feels like they need another instance. Now, Lash does have it, so maybe that'll allow them to get the follow-up. Team lands those type of.
Right. But that's the moment where you can maybe saw an early precast. If you have a precast on it, that's would be huge.
I imagine JT in most situations is going to 3BK, but if it's still at 7, then it would be devastating. And I believe it's taking the gem away, so 2 gems now on Xtreme. So vision, they're going to be limited for Aries.
Hey, up on the high ground. Focus spoke right by W. Information that they're up there. 526. Back. Good hope.
Yeah. That is even a guess.
Get a couple of these other key item time, rather level times. White Album almost at 5. Darkseer will be at 20 soon. Wall cooldown. We'll see what he needs to go for here. It really feels like for both of these teams, just get the vision.
There's so much harder now for Aries versus BKBs that just always come off. So many different ways to just control their Earths of the duels. And we did mention the kite too, right? So much they don't just get the full on.
There, a couple of up. Lincoln Sphere done now on the SF, so already having the anchor to that hex. It on. Gonna be up to J. Get these locations. Okay, can make a play happen on that. Vision at Red Panda, barely scouted there.
Those last moments for JT. Now it's the case of Barry has going first, because every time, it's like 10 minutes, every time he's
Dire are scanning.
Right. And in so many ways, if you look at what this, we saw Lincoln pass over there onto JT. That's the other thing they can do here. We've seen, like, you know, we're back and forth. This next fight with the Aghanims in there is going to be like a 10,000 swing. Yeah. Whoever ends up winning this, if they can take Roshan.
This fight is probably the decider.
A little bit easier for him to take with Roshan up.
How's the buybacks look? He's got his. Oh, he actually just shot 50.
So scary. just smoked up, hoping that somebody shows. That's all it takes is that first initiation.
This is everything.
Looking. Steps forward with invis over the.
The bottom is going to start getting on it. That is a lot of creeps.
There you go.
To bottom, they might have to actually bond to some point. Water them. Can't leave the area to lose push. Double siege on that tower.
Also, you can't afford to give up love right now.
No.
That's tier 4 towers. Gets hit. Red Panda still in the area. That Lincoln Sphere ready. Closer we to the Lincoln Sphere on.
Dire's
He's not going to be able to go for a real
attack.
No, he's going for the Hex.
Oh, TK. Have vision this smoke. This could be the one. They're on the low ground. He jumps in.
Uh-oh.
Dude, get out of there.
Dire's bottom tower
That is
is
so
under attack.
scary and quite awkward. If he gets caught by Nullifier there, he just dead.
Regeneration.
Raiden. So being so patient.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Another smoke now, this time as that tier 2 tower is going to drop. White Album shows. Do they go now? Looks like it. Thinking about heading right into the pit with no White Album nearby.
Oh, the jump!
Ulu finds him though. He's right at the he gets caught. Has to run away. with Enrage already down and the buyback there from the tree. PYW jumps forward, and that is fine. Now Ulu finds one. Staff gets him away, nullifier down, good vision, but the Avalanche on to 4, waiting for the follow-up. Do they hit it? Requiem, it doesn't hit. Scoop down on TK, but PYW, it's the old Scepter trying to stay alive. They have vacuum ready, but they don't even need it.
On buybacks, that's getting with Ghost.
Jules dodges, vacuum wall, back on the X, but the RP again, it connects, but where's the follow-up damage? They don't have it. DK tosses all the way up on top to JT, the Dark Spear's away, Ulu's in trouble, and trying to get away the break, but he's dead. They do have a Yule Scepter to break that deep when they have a lot of on Earth that has to use it now. Lightsaber dropping a little whiteout, there was some buyback from him too. Second round follow, paparazzi down low, damage. Perfect bike from up the high ground. He's living just barely. PYW dies to the SF illusion. And no buyback on the Sapphire or the tree. They have to back away.
Aries is actually going to with the more buybacks. Aries is able to spin his own turret for most of the fight, but the way Aries buybacks, this is going to allow them to get this Roshan now. Number event.
Roshan has fallen to the dive.
Crazy.
And they're going to axe boxing for the Urso, which is massive versus Tree versus the RP. All right.
And like we said, the team that wins gets the Aegis.
Yeah.
Huge amount of damage dealt by that seven in the fight. Oh, it's white.
They played it patient. Out on the outskirts for a moment to get the jump in. If they get it, well, that lush.
Radiant's
I don't think the wall actually toward the ender. They're actually just beating on the S7 and everybody.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Honestly, the art was pretty good, but it sort of there to try to interrupt. It feels like that has to be the gut punch with the left ice skill. Actually, put the ball off.
He got hexed, right? He got hexed right before he was off. Yeah, there was little follow-up on him.
Radiant's top tower.
Just like that, the first racks looking to be claimed here by Aries. And 10 seconds until the Snapfire is up. Break.
Radiant's
JT, punch, holds it back in, Yule Scepter. It's ain't TI at 10 anymore.
Ain't it done?
Radiant's top
Current, X is there.
Radiant's top barracks.
Hold it back. Look at that, so much. Let the open keeps him alive for now. PYW jumped on and dead.
Radiant's
Fire for a while, but didn't cut off the supernova. Yule interrupt, didn't have BKB up in time. Off the skewer, pulls it back in, almost all the way, not quite there. And then pulls him in right off. Caught, killed. You're in the fountain, my man. Ulu now slowed down by that nullifier. Looks for safe here. They miss on the skewer, but tosses him away. That's still the sit that you can have. White Album, he TP's in to try and salvage this. Backing back on the skewer, the X is there. And Ulu chases, finds himself, hits he snag. Toss back, the lights is gonna die. Paparazzi's dead. And with that, Aries are most likely gonna take this game, barring a miracle here. Head on back, another set of racks. XG don't have the answer. Toss him away in the midst. Paparazzi control. Long-range skewer. He gets back to the fountain. They're keeping him alive. But for what? As the tier 4 towers start to get hit, Aries make it perfectly. Find Paparazzi, vacuum wall, back on the bow. GG about to be called. As Aster Aries just make perfect game.
Radiant's middle
the
tower
perfect last pick. It feels like this first feel like the best hero in this game, but got so much kind into initiators, honestly. TK versus JT in the matchup history for them. Who's gonna get the big jump? Who's gonna backslash plays? A little bit of awkward skewer there at the end. Maybe actually costing them, but at least the kill on the
earth. We don't talk about it. It's fine. Don't worry.
It was a super exciting game. Tons of fight. What more could we ask?
Nothing. That was honestly a here player myself. Warmed the little heart. Man, I hope that we get another one. Like for now, we're gonna have to head back to the panel.